Travels the miles upon the wings of angels. Love finds you, I swear it's true.
Back in 1982, I wrote a song called Take These Chains. It got sent to Judas Priest, who loved it and said, we want to record it. Now, at the time, I had heard of Judas Priest, but I didn't know if it was a he or a she or an it or a thing or what it was. And it turned out to be this crazy heavy metal band. And so they did the song. Then my wife Linda said, oh, you ought to write them another one because they'll at least listen to it. So I wrote them another one, tender love ballad called Some Heads Are Gonna Roll. And sure enough, against all the rules, they did record that song, because usually if you try to do something, you forget about it, you know. This one worked. On 2 consecutive Judas Priest albums, I was the only outside songwriter. The 3 guys in the band wrote all the songs except Bob Halligan Jr., Bob Halligan Jr. All of a sudden, I became the heavy metal song doctor. I found myself in this pigeonhole, is what it was, which was great, you know, because I became a guy in the music business. But at the same time, when I would write a ballad and say, you know, I have poetry in me, listen to my stuff, they wouldn't pay any attention. I had to go cold turkey on the heavy metal to kind of get back to who I was as a pop guy. Just at that point, I met Michael Bolton, just before he became Michael Bolton. So I met him just at a perfect time, and we struck up a, you know, kind of a mutual admiration society, and we wrote 9 songs together, 7 of which got recorded, 6 of them on major records, which was fabulous, you know. So I really credit his kind of music business chemistry at that point with those things taking off. How do I write a song? Let's see, let's go. The inspiration, everybody's got different ways of doing it. I've had many different modes of operating all through the years. Most recently, I kind of wait for a title or a lyrical concept to drift through, and often, I'll be honest, it doesn't drift through me via my own invention. It could be something that a kid says. I'll give you a good example. We were playing a gig in Erie, PA, a couple of weeks ago, and there were some people who had driven up from West Virginia, a couple, and they said, you know, we got your CD a while ago, and our kids absolutely love you guys, and they say that you guys are Jigorous. And it kind of tickled me, and I thought about it. Ah, you mean like it's a jig, like an Irish jig, but it's done vigorously, which I guess it's probably a redundant concept, but I just love the sound of it. And my first take on it was a bit Gloria Estefan. It was Jigorous, let's get jigorous now, Jigorous, gotta be Jigorous. And we've done some Latin-y kind of stuff, so that I was trying to do a Latin-y thing, but it's got to be a jig, because it is called Jigorous.
Tonight she's gonna dance, tonight she's gonna sing, Mama's gonna shake it, we gotta get her back into the swing. So let's get jigorous, jigorous, jig-jiving, jumping into the swirling, twirling world of life that's all around us. Jigorous, jigorous, get living dangerous, 'cause there's only so much more daylight.